On the crossroads from Europe through the Balkans to Asia, not far from the Hungarian border and in the vicinity of the town of Bačka Topola, is Zobnatica, the famous horse farm that marked its 230th anniversary in 2009. The horses grown in Zobnatica have ruled the hippodromes of former Yugoslavia for decades and achieved significant results in the international races as well. There are around 80 horses in Zobnatica, and the entire landscape is dominated by the corrals and hippodrome, equestrian obstacle court and the roofed area for riding and training. Standing in front of the farm is the life-size sculpture of Jadran, by far most famous animal raised here. This white swan, as he is remembered in Zobnatica to this day, was the winner of a Triple Crown, the greatest achievement in flat racing. The sculpture of Casanova, another famed racer, is placed in front of the Equestrian Museum. This particular horse lived an average human lifespan, and out of 33 starts he had 30 victories. The name of this agricultural compound, which spreads on 2,800 hectares, was first mentioned in the Eternal Contract document from 1743, according to which Zobnatica, as one of 12 wastelands, is assigned to the city of Subotica. The copy of this document is kept in the Equestrian Museum, and the historians say that Zobnatica got its name after the Serbian word for oat bag. Namely, at that time, many distinguished families from Subotica, and primarily officers from the border service, had taken big pieces of land under eternal rent and started growing horses. This part of Vojvodina, known as Bačka, is very convenient for such an endeavor, and standing out as successful were the families Vojnić, Terlej and Lelbach. The first larger horse farm in Zobnatica was opened by landowner Ilija Vojnić in 1779. The animals were kept outdoors the year round and grew strong, so they were in demand in the Austrian army. The successors from the Terlej family had both a few English thoroughbreds, so they hold the merit for mixing the Zobnatica horses with those of the Arab sort. To this day, the tradition of growing English quarter horse sort, classified as the Bačka horse, and the third family, Lelbach, opened a stable for race horses, so their horse Vrablo won the first Yugoslav derby in 1925. After the Second World War, the compound was nationalized, that is, owned by the state, but since a few years ago they have been the property of a Greek businessman, who plans to turn this place into a leading tourist center in this part of Europe. Zobnatica and its environment are ideal for vacation. Right next to the horse farm is an accumulation lake, always visited by fishermen and tourists who come from the direction of Hungary and stop to take a break on the well-maintained shore. Hunters come as well, because they can find all kinds of game typical for the plains. Zobnatica itself has a farm, hotel, museum, gallery and even a small zoo, so it attracts tourists of all generations in any season of the year.